Alrighty boys, so it looks a little bit different than the last one. I have been getting some stuff done, believe it or not. So I started with making a list, I don't know, a couple weeks ago now. So I got some of these things done. Steering shaft, I got that hooked back up. Mounted the coil packs, that's all good. I ended up going with the Canformance kit. It comes with these aluminum anodized brackets, and then you get some Audi coils, and then it holds the Audi coils in there. So that looks really nice. Kind of pricey for that kit, but I think everything is on these motors if you're not building it yourself. So water under the bridge. Paint valve cover, did that. Ended up using some nice red wrinkle paint, and that turned out pretty good. I think I might have overdid it a little bit on the front because we did get some sagging and some really wrinkled spots, but I just won't show you this one too up close. I won't get close to that one. Valve cover AN bung, weld. Did that one there, so I just took the factory vent and then welded a 10 AN bung there. And then underneath here, there's like a little plate that goes all the way along with the opening in the back. So I did pull that whole plate out, cleaned everything, washed it all, degreased everything before I painted it. Got all the metal shavings out of it. So that was good. Belt idler spacer. Got that done. So I'll go ahead and take this pulley off, and then I can show you the idler spacer that I made. But also, while I'm taking this off, this belt that I put on, I ended up using AI to tell me what the belt length was, and it was totally crazy because it actually worked the first try. So I'll post a picture up. I wrapped all the pulleys with black tape, and then I put a dollar bill on top of the pulley, and I used Grok AI to reference the dollar bill and then give me a part number for the belt. And it actually gave me this Gates part number, this KO60850, as a starter belt, and it actually worked the first try that I used it. So this is the little aluminum spacer that I made. So I just used my little mini lathe and then spun that thing down, and it works pretty good. Fits right in there perfectly. Nice. It's not quite flush, but it's recessed a little bit in there. And then when I do have this thing tight, it still spins. So I left a little bit of material on the back side so I could make it thinner and bring it in if I have to. I think it should be lined up pretty good for now. So I'll just run it and then see if I have any issues with it squealing or doing anything weird, but I feel like it should work for now. So yeah, the first time after I used the AI to tell me what belt length it was, I routed it this way, and I was like, oh, it was way off. You know, I'm like thinking, okay, of course it's going to be wrong. It's not going to be even close. But then I realized after that I routed it the wrong way. So I went like this, and then back under this way, which was the way that I originally measured it. And yeah, then it works. Also got this painted. This is like my radiator intercooler mount bracket. So I have a couple layers of paint on this. I've just been using this like Rust-Oleum camouflage khaki color. It's kind of close. It's close enough. So I'll be able to get that stuff mounted pretty soon. I've kind of been waiting to put this back on until I'm done working inside here. I don't want to really put it all back on and then have to be working around it. So I think when I'm ready to figure out what I want to do for the heater hose lines, I'll put that on. I'm probably going to end up cutting and welding AN bungs onto these or doing something like that. But I got to figure that out yet. Next, I think I'm going to be working on the clutch. But oh, I forgot, shifter. I'm done with the shifter also. The schnifter. So the shifter knob coming out of the shifter had like the little flat moon shape on it. So I ended up taking a bolt, a big like 3/4 bolt, and then chopped it down with the flat edge and then cut the end off. And then I ended up taking the nut for it, turning it down with the lathe a little bit so I could press it into the factory shifter from the Nissan Frontier. Pressed that in there and then welded it, and now I can just thread this thing back on and be able to adjust the height or the size if I needed to, which I don't think I will. I'm just going to jam it down as much as I can. And then the top there, I ended up just basically cutting off the factory Nissan shifter rubber on there because it was kind of gross and sticky and falling apart. And then I took the inner plastic and just wrapped it in electrical tape for now. I'm going to order a ball or something different for the top, but this is just temporary, but it works. So it does have the FabBot short shifter on it. So like the throw from first to second is about like that. So that's not too bad. So there's first to neutral, to second, third, fourth, fifth, and then sixth is a little bit hard to get into. So I don't know if that's just because it's not running or if I need to adjust the plate down here. The FabBot short shifter plate here has this little nub, and then it goes over, which you would go to sixth, or you push it down to go inside and then back for reverse. So I might just need to adjust this plate a little bit or shave some off of that pin, but I don't really want to mess with that yet until I get it running. But hey, shifter's there. Yeah, next thing I think I'm going to do is start working on the clutch master cylinder. I should be able to fit that in there. I got to look at it from the inside and see what that looks like, but I'm sure there'll be some wizardry that needs to happen inside there. So I got mount ECU, wire harness, vacuum lines, power steering lines and pump, downpipe and exhaust coolant hoses, mount battery, mount radiator, intercooler, fan spacer, intake gasket, rear engine oiler, clutch bracket, clutch lines, front brake, because I did have to cut the front brake line out, remove the front brake line to do the K-member, so I got to redo the front brake line, throttle adapter, intercooler piping, injectors, coolant, fluid, rear brakes, parking brake, tighten fuel lines, because they're just kind of finger tight right now, but and I'm sure there'll be other things that come up as I go, but that's kind of where we're at now. So I don't think I'll get that whole list done before I start working on getting it wired to fire it up, but I'd at least like the brake lines and clutch working and all that stuff before I try to start it and get it wired. So that's where we're at. We'll just keep moving slowly but surely. I did buy a new power steering pump for it, which looks nice because it's brand new and clean. The other one broke the barb off the bottom of the, like the return barb off the bottom of the plastic tank, so just clean that up. I'm probably going to go to like a 2.5 inch, open it up to 3, just to give me a little bit more room right here. But it's coming, guys. It's coming. I'm gonna do it!